Virgos, this is going to be a reading for June 18th through the 20th. Today we're going to be looking at your love life for the next 48 hours. We're going to do this a little bit different though. I'm going to do two different spreads. I realized, finally, I realized that one spread isn't just going to cut it. Everybody has so many different layers and things going on within their love life that it's not fair to just do one spread. So I'm just going to do two spreads for my people who don't necessarily resonate with the first spread, but can find messages and pieces that they could take away from the second spread. So hopefully you enjoy this method. I'm going to lay out two cards. It's going to represent the theme of your love life for this time frame. So go ahead and pick a card, and that card is also going to coincide with its own spread with also messages for this time frame. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is going to be card or pile 1 coinciding with spread 1 and pile 2 coinciding with spread 2. So pick the pile that you feel like you are called to, or that you resonate with, or you're gravitating to, and that's going to be the message for you. Okay, and you can of course watch both if you want to, soak up all the information. But let's go ahead and get into it. The first card we're going to talk about is this one. And we have the Sun card. This is really, really positive, Virgo. So let's go ahead and talk about this while I shuffle. So with the Sun card coming out as the theme for your love life, Virgos, this is going to be a time frame of realizations, and also realizations that bring you closer to personal happiness. Whether this is like personal happiness because you're able to recognize that your sense of self-love is important more than anything, or you're able to get to a level of happiness because you're now able to set yourself free from certain expectations you may have placed upon yourself. Okay. With this Sun card as well, some of you could be also dating a Leo, and a Leo of significance is kind of coming up here, but this is mainly you guys having some realizations. A lot more happier times are also denoted with this energy. Okay, you guys know it's a positive reading if we have the sun shining over it. Okay, your current energy, we have you as the Three of Wands. Your person's energy, they're the Two of Swords. The relationship itself, we have the Three of Pentacles. Advice is the Moon card, and we have the Six of Pentacles representing the outcome. So kind of starting off with the Three of Wands, your current energy, you guys are trying to focus your energy on the future and what's to come. For a lot of you who have been single, for a long period of time, this is you finally realizing, like I said with that Sun card, that the reason why you may have been single for so long has been due to the fact that you've been really like summing your story up or your situation up to your past experiences. We naturally do that as people, so don't beat yourself up about it. But this may be very well what's going on, where you're like associating your love life, your future love life, based off of your past experiences. And you guys are realizing that you can't keep doing that. Okay. Some of you are also turning your back on a person who you were too optimistic to like come around and change for too long. This is like giving somebody months or years on years of time to eventually decide that they're going to, do right by you and be the person you need them to be. And you guys are realizing that maybe you are kind of wasting your time by being too optimistic about this person changing. Now, when it comes to what I see for your person, we have the Two of Swords. So they're in a space to where they don't really know what to do at this point. They're in this rock and hard place because the decisions that they have in front of them, the choices that they may have in front of them, may not necessarily be the choices they want to make or the decisions that they're ready to make, because it may put them in a position they're not really happy with. And that's where they're like not making any type of decision. So an example of this could be like you dating someone and they're still kind of like tied to their ex, and they're unable to really make up their mind on whether or not they're ready to like fully leave that chapter alone and be in a relationship with you. And they may be in a weird space to where they're not really making a choice. And that's just an example. But yeah, this person is definitely in this stalemate mind frame. That's the best way I could put it into words. But when it comes to the relationship itself during this time frame with the Three of Pentacles, this has a lot to do with cooperation. So I feel like during this time frame, you guys will come to a point where you guys are cooperating, trying to work together, trying to figure out what the root of the issue is with this relationship and how to fix it. And you guys will be doing that. But also infidelity is coming up here too. So infidelity issues and cooperation issues may come up in the middle of this time frame, and you guys are going to work on it. It's going to be something that you guys are actively going to try to work on. So that's important here. But advice with the Moon card, there's a need for secrets or things that are being kept from each other to be brought to the surface so that you guys can have a clean slate and move forward. Also, this constant fear of the future or constant like anxiety that keeps you from really going out there and exploring your love life, especially if you are single. You guys do need to nip that in the bud and make sure that doesn't keep you from experiencing new connections, okay? And you guys really need to trust your gut when it comes to making a final decision on whether or not you're going to stay in this relationship or not. Now, outcome with the Six of Pentacles, this is you guys. This is you guys kind of nipping in the bud where there's shortcomings in this relationship. So one person is putting a lot of effort, energy, time into making the relationship work. The other person may not be trying as hard. So a good example of this could be you constantly calling, texting, reaching out to your person, and they don't respond, or they're not as, like engaged with you. And that could be a problem here. Again, and some of you will be realizing that you may have been overcompensating by trying to, be there for your person and always reaching out to them. And they almost took advantage of that, or they're almost taking advantage of it now by letting you basically show all your interest into them, and they're not really trying as hard. But since they know that you're interested in them, you may just keep pursuing them, and they may be getting a little too comfortable. So interesting energy there. Now let's go ahead and look at the second card in the second spread we have here. And we have the High Priestess. So for my people who chose the second card, the message I'm getting here for the theme, this has a lot to do with trusting your gut. I did kind of talk about trusting your gut in the first spread, but with this one, this is really about trusting your inner knowing and being able to identify when enough is enough. You guys will be getting a lot of intuitive hits or intuitive messages from your spirit guides in regards to, again, whether or not you should leave or stay in a relationship. Something about a Pisces also may come up. Your current energy, we have that Four of Pentacles. Their energy, we have the Eight of Swords. The relationship, we have the Queen of Pentacles. The advice is the Knight of Cups, and then the outcome is the Six of Pentacles. So I think that this spread is going to kind of coincide with the other one. I can already see it. Okay. So digging deep into this reading, the first card we have the Four of Pentacles. So you guys, during this time frame, you may be finding yourself really closed off to a specific love interest. You may be finding yourself closed off to them, but still not fully being able to let go of them. It's like, you know, this person has stung you, hurt you, put you through some things, but you're not able to completely let them go, like out of your mind or even physically in your life. But you may not be quite open just yet to get back into a relationship or anything like that. And for some of you, it's vice versa, where you're feeling this way about your person, where they're not letting you go, but they're also not opening up to, you know, getting into a relationship, or like treating you like somebody who they really, really want to be in a relationship with. Now with them, they're showing up as the Eight of Swords. Their energy is kind of showing up as being stuck mentally, kind of like what we're talking about with the other spread. Okay. With the Eight of Swords, they really don't feel as if they have any control over the circumstance your relationship may be up under. They feel like it's out of their hands, and this could be causing them to not necessarily make any moves, but almost feel like the victim in the circumstance, or feel like there's nothing that he can do or she can do. Now, what I see for the relationship itself with the Queen of Pentacles, during this time frame, trust is going to be a big theme, and loyalty. So there may be conversations about like how we can have more trust in the relationship, or someone may be expressing their trust issues, and how those trust issues may be making them more scared for the relationship itself. An earth sign may come up of significance, a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, during this time frame, but definitely trust, loyalty, stability, that's going to come up within your love life during this time frame. Now, what I see for the energy surrounding the advice with the Knight of Cups, there's a need for you guys to make sure that you personally aren't letting your emotions, you know, the fluctuations that they may go through, affect your ability to make clear decisions on what to do. Also making sure with someone that you're entertaining romantically that you're not letting their inconsistencies romantically, and when I say this, like them pursuing you and then backing off, them reaching out to you, you know, showing all this affection and love bombing you essentially, and then like pulling away. Don't let that trip you up or confuse you. And if you're constantly in this circumstance where you're having to deal with the fluctuations and not knowing where you stand with someone, that's something that really needs to be discussed between you and your person. Now, for my singles, you also need to consistently show up for your own love life. So this is like, if you want new love, this is not one day deciding, oh, I want new love, then the next day deciding that you know, want to just be single, and then, you know, find someone new, and then you're dealing with them, you like them, everything's flowing, then you just randomly decide that you don't like them anymore. It's kind of confusing to yourself and also the universe. So just be aware of that. But last card is going to represent the outcome with the Six of Pentacles. This is you recognizing where you may be picking up the pieces a lot more than the person that you're dealing with. Or it could be vice versa. Someone here is actively working hard to keep the relationship together, and the other person is just like not really reciprocating that energy. So this is what I see. I hope I kind of put things in perspective and that you guys did enjoy. If you did, feel free to thumbs this video up and subscribe. Any information you may be looking for will also be below, okay? Thank you for your support, and I'll see you in the next one.